guess the first band I mixed. There are some kids in my high school whose, I guess, cousin or something were in a kind of famous-ish New York punk band called Civ, C-I-V. They had like one hit that was on the radio, I think. They were pretty popular, and so Civ gave these guys in this band in my high school like a lot of their old gear. So like we had pretty big JBL PA speakers and a little console, and I remember distinctly that they had drum triggers that they gave them, and so we took all that stuff, and this is just one of like the first real band shows that I remember mixing. I did, like I said, I did all those like twirling things, but the first like real band show I remember, we went to like the laser tag place, and they did a show at the laser tag place, so it was just kind of funny. I mean, the way I see it, as far as, getting your foot in the door in the music business, doing audio, I think there's a few ways to go about it. You can work as a stagehand is a good way to start, and you'll make connections that way. Or like I did, you can go to college. I mean, you see a lot of guys that come in Nashville, especially, you see a lot of guys that come out of MTSU. You see a lot of guys that have Full Sail around Nashville. A lot of them are perfectly good. You see guys, Claire here has like the Blackbird Academy. You see a lot of guys, especially Claire guys, that came through the Blackbird School. And I would say, you have to be persistent. You have to show up on time. You have to show up sober. You have to tell the truth. If you mess something up, don't try and cover it up. Just, keep trying. Do the best you can. And, just do good audio. It's, this music business might have used to have been about the party, hanging out, drinking or whatever, but this is like a serious business. It can be dangerous. So it's just what I tell people that are younger coming out on tour is just be here to work, that's it. Don't be here for the party, and if you get to go to a party every now and then, do it in moderation, You see a lot of guys get fired for partying a little too hard these days, I guess. Tips for sound guys is like, man, it doesn't have to be so loud, That's, if you mix quieter, mix less is more, it's always easier. That's what I found. For monitors, it's a lot more not so much indoors or outdoors, but more just the composition of the roof material or your surroundings. I guess in general, yeah, outdoors is better. I mean, the sound usually happens once, or twice, The sound comes out of the speakers and keeps going. That's ideal, There's something to be said about mixing in arenas. There's something about having so many people so close to you, around all the sides. Blake's latest tours have been sold in the round, a lot of shows. So there's something absolutely amazing about that. But from a sonic standpoint, you can't beat outdoors. I will say, I like clubs. I like doing sound in clubs. It's just, there's something about everybody being real close together, and the reflections and reverberation time are short, but it's just kind of, I've always joked that, like, the more famous you get, the worse sounding venues you have to play at, I mean, you start playing in little clubs and basements, and it's just like, almost like a little recording studio, and then, you graduate, you start playing in theaters, and most of the theaters sound pretty good, but some are pretty bad. And then, then you end up in smaller arenas, big arenas, stadiums, and it's just such a not an ideal acoustic environment.